What is going on, guys? This is why do I always get a very bad throat thing when I'm just about to start a commentary? It's very annoying. But we will carry on with this commentary, and I've got some trades here. Sorry about the last episode. I said it was 14 and 15. It is actually 15 and 16th. So this is the 16th episode. We picked up this Whittaker for $1,600. Gonna try and list him up for $3,000. In the 4-4-2 formation. Very nice player there. He's got 81 pace, 70 defending. Gonna list him up for 12 O's. You got this Delph. This is probably a very nice buy here for 16 grand in 4-1-2-1-2 CAM. Gonna try and list him up at 24 grand. See if he sells in that. We got this Danny Pietro in a striker 4-1-2-1-2 for 13 grand 500. Gonna try and list him up at 16 grand, or maybe a bit more. We'll go for 17. See if he sells at that. So now we got this John Joe Shelby for 4 grand. I'm gonna try and list him up at 5 grand 500. I checked the market before on these Shelvies, and it's not ridiculously a good profit, but it is profit still. Got this McCleary here for 2 grand 500. Gonna try and list him up, not 2 grand 500, for 1 grand 500. Gonna try and list him up at 3 grand. Got this Andros Townsend. No, Andros Townsend. That's a singer. I don't know actually, but he's called Townsend anyway. Picked him up for 4 grand 800. Gonna try and list him up at 6,000 coins. And the next one was this Budner. For 20 grand. I'm gonna try and list him at 23. Hopefully he will sell. That's only a grand profit. Actually, we'll go a bit more. We'll go to 24. We'll see if he sells at 24. And that has been the episode, guys. We've got these players to sell. We've got a Jermaine Genius still. He's only got an hour left. We've got a Colbacks to sell for 2 grand 500, and the Genius for 22 grand. We've got the Whittaker to sell for 3 grand. The Delph to sell for 24 grand. The Piaccio for 17,000 coins, the Shelby for 5 grand 500, the McCleary for 3 grand, the Townsend for 6 grand, and the Budner for 24,000 coins. So after all these have sold, guys, I hopefully will be on 500k, and I've just clicked on Twitter by accident, but we'll leave that in there because you can follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description. Also, going to be starting a new series, as I said. It's on silver players. Silver reviews. Gonna try and upload one of them to a random FIFA video, see what they say about it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll come back when most of them are sold. What is going on, guys? Sorry this episode is pretty late. I have been busy doing things. I've been streaming a lot, so I'll post a video up when I am streaming if you want to come and check out my stream. I do a bit of squad builders, a bit of trading, a bit of most things really. So let's go on to this episode. The first player who sold was a Colback for 2,100. The Whittaker sold for 3 grand. The Delph sold for 21 grand. Had to lower his price a bit. The Piaccio sold for 17 grand. The Shelby sold for 5 grand 500, and the McCleary sold for 2 grand. Now we still have Genius to sell. Gonna have to lower his price to 19 grand. I don't know if he will sell or not. Hopefully he will. I don't know if I'm losing any money either, so this Townsend isn't selling either. This Budner is not selling. Gonna have to put his price up a bit. And this other Budner here, gonna try and get 24 grand out of him. His price has dropped dramatically. Got this Fry. Gotta try and list him up for 4 grand. See if he sells. Got this Bennett for 850 coins. Going to try and list him up for 1 grand 500. In the next episode, I will show you when they've sold and buy some more players, and then I'll show you if they've sold in an episode after that. So gonna try and list them up for 4 grand 500. This one. See if he sells. And the last one of this episode was a Bennett for 600 coins. Going to try and list them up at 1 grand 500. So that has been the episode, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please keep liking the videos. I'm getting loads of support, and I will see you guys in the next episode.